Elderly man in a nursing home looks out of the window and repeats the same name. An elderly man had just arrived in a nursing home. As soon as she saw him, a nurse had been impressed by his sad eyes. She would often see him sat in his armchair looking out of the window. He would always say under his breath, "Bianca, Bianca." He would repeat that name every day. The nurse initially thought she was his wife or an old love. But then she found out the truth. When the man had arrived there with his son, he'd asked to speak to the manager. He'd begged him to be able to have his little dog with him. But no pets were allowed at the home, and his son had already made other plans. He'd already taken Bianca, the little dog, to a shelter, without saying a word to his dad, who couldn't even say goodbye to her. And so the man repeated her name every day. Perhaps in the hope that by some kind of miracle, his little dog could go back to him. The nurse was really impressed by that story and felt the elderly man's pain. A few days later, the man was staring outside the window. As usual, he was repeating the little dog's name, at the beginning with a low and husky voice. Then all of a sudden, he pronounced it with a loud voice and a big smile on his face. His wishes had come true. Outside the gate, the man saw his beloved Bianca passing by. The man ran out in the courtyard, and his little dog recognized him straight away. The man put a hand out of the gate and petted his dear friend once again. Only then did the old man notice the woman who was walking the dog on a lead. It was the nursing home's nurse. The nurse said, "I found out the little dog was yours. Since there are no pets allowed, I thought I'd go to the shelter and adopt it myself. So on my days off, I can walk her in front of here. I know it's not much, but at least you can spend a few hours together." What for the woman was not much meant everything to the elderly man. That nurse with a heart of gold had done something extraordinary for him. Even though he was able to spend only a few hours a week with his little dog, he no longer had to say goodbye to her. And that man stopped being sad ever since.